Hi, my name is Stephanie Checchia. This recording is on the integumentary system. Here are my notes. Um, the integumentary system, otherwise known as the skin system, is composed of the cutaneous membrane or the skin and its accessory structures, the hair follicles, exocrine glands, and the nails. The integument covers the entire body surface, including the anterior surface of the eyes. Um, it is made up of the cutaneous membrane is made up of three layers. We have the epidermis, which consists of stratified squamous epithelium. It protects the dermis from trauma and chemicals, controls permeability, prevents water loss, prevents the entry of pathogens, and contains sensory receptors that detect touch, pressure, pain, and temperature. Now, there are 5 layers of the epidermis present in thick skin. Thick skin is present on the palms of our hands, the soles of our feet, and they contain an extra layer, which would be called the stratum lucidum. It's typically absent in most of the body, which would be covered with thin skin. Now, we would have the stratum basilae, which is the deepest portion of the epidermis, the stratum spinosum, the stratum granulosum, stratum lucidium, which is the one that we just discussed that's absent in thin skin, and stratum corneum, which is the most superficial portion of the epidermis. Now we have the second layer of the cutaneous tissue, which would be the dermis. And again, that's made up of 2 layers, which would be the papillary layer, which contains blood vessels, lymphatics, and the sensory nerves. And it supports and nourishes the overlying epidermis. Then we have the reticular layer, which consists of a meshwork of collagen and elastic fibers oriented in all directions to resist tension in the skin. Now we have the third layer, which is the hypodermis, which is not always considered part of the integument. The hypodermis, or the superficial fascia, stabilizes the skin's position against underlying organs and permits limited independent movement. Now, my future goal is to be a vitreoretinal surgical physician assistant. And the anatomy of the skin relates to this because, as I previously mentioned before, the integument covers the entire surface of the body, including the anterior surface of the eyes. And during retinal surgery, or otherwise known as vitrectomy, 2 ports are inserted into the conjunctiva, which is a layer of skin. The conjunctiva is used for many reasons surgically in retinal and any type of ocular surgery. And it's really important to know how each different type of tissue will respond surgically. So that's how I believe learning about these systems will help me in my future career. Thank you.